Hello everyone, this is the Emerald, and I know I haven't been making videos here, but this is going to be my first one because I'm currently waiting for one of my friends to finish up the his Firefly so I can do the Firefly showcases. I'm going to be doing multiple of them based on E0, E1, E6, and quite possibly E2. I might combine E1 and E2 together though, just we'll see. But here we are. This is my first video. Is going to be Apocalyptic Shadow. Now let's just quickly just hop in here so you don't hear me rambling and go into here. So new Apocalyptic Shadow game mode is kind of interesting, to say the least. It's everyone thought, including me, that this was going to be the game mode for hunt characters. That is not the case, at least not as of right now. It's just another way of pushing for certain characters. As of right now, this is the break version, like super break. This is that one. And if you don't have the characters like the new ones like Firefly, Boot Hill, Venturin, Acheron, this is pretty hard to full clear. As you can see though, I have barely got done. So before we go into it, I just want to show what I used. So quickly, Coca-Cola is quite possibly the easier of the two, in my opinion. She mainly, like, her biggest problem is just crowd control. If you have no way of getting rid of crowd control, she's going to be a nightmare for you. But if you're able to at least see it coming or can stop her before she can do it, then this fight is not that bad. Weakness broken makes it easier. She can transfer her weaknesses to her summons. She can do follow-up attacks when she targets a marked ally. And then every weakness type they have increased damage received, which is kind of interesting, to say the least. So for this, I used Mono Quantum. There are multiple variations of the team you can use, but I used Mono Quantum with Stila, Sparkle, Ting Yun, and Wu Xuan. You can indeed use Qing Chui. She is a pretty decent option. Shui Yi is also not bad here either, because they have really good ways of breaking Quantum. But I'm going to show you what I used. I used my Sela here, who you've seen in more videos. I changed one piece of her for the upcoming character Jade. So I gave her a little bit less crit rate, but considering I have two characters that buff crit rate, I think it was okay to get rid of some, and I gave her more crit damage as a result. I have her at S1. I'm also showing it here because I did get an Eidolon for Gallagher through the Origami Bird Clash event, but I didn't want to show that and like tell people, oh, I used E1 just in case. I have this set of her with 4-piece Quantum and 2-piece Rudin Arena. I can't show the specific stats, but yeah, and she is at 0. We have Sparkle here, so is basically the same as I've used it before. 160 speed, 220% crit damage with Light Cone, max traces. I'm using 4-piece Messenger Traversing and 2-piece Poking Keel. The wind set is also really good to have Sparkle be active in more turns overall, so you can get better score. And I have S1. I'm using Ting Yun. Not fully built yet, honestly, but is what it is. 152 speed. I'm using level 60 Dance Dance Stance. It was supposed to be level 70, but before I did it, here are traces. They're not all maxed out. I have to hit this attack, but it worked out for what I wanted. We're running 4-piece Space Sailing Station with 4-piece Musketeer with 2-piece Sailing Station with an unfinished hat, but the hat's not the biggest deal in the world. And then E6 for the extra energy off of the 6 Eidolon. So Fushan is my last card I use for this team. I'm running a damage reduction version of hers. You can also run healing healing receive if you want. I am running with a bunch of effect resistance as much as possible. Have our Light Cone, max traces. I'm running 2-piece guard, 2-piece longevus, and 2-piece broken heal. You can also run 2-piece of the HP set. I forget what it's called, but that one is also not that too bad. Gives attack to all the allies. I just did for the effect resistance and the crit damage. And she's at S0. S1 helps it come out a lot. So that's what this is. This fight is honestly not too bad. You can get through it pretty quickly. Just be very careful of the second fight. The second phase can really screw over you if you don't get rid of her summons. And the first phase has Gepard, who can be annoying if you don't kill him off, or you can't get around the shield easily. Now here's the one that gave me more trouble. Argentine. His weaknesses just didn't work out to my standards, so I just had to figure a way around. Now, it says the recommended types are physical, fire, and imaginary. But he does actually have a fourth weakness, which is ice. So that's why I brought MISHA here. He is basically the same deal, where the only real big difference is he can summon his, he can change the combat stances, and that can change what he puts out. When he's in phase 2, he'll put all the sections of Soul Freed, which basically just buffs the shields. And then for every unit on the field, all enemies receive less damage and deal more damage. So if you can take him out, that'd be great. So yeah, this fight's a little bit more annoying, especially if you don't have Firefly, which I didn't. One team you can run, I've seen going around, is Follow-Up Attack IPC with Ratio, Topaz, Aventurine, and Robin. That team can work out really well because there is a buff that gives you more that does Follow-Up Attack damage to the main guy when he gets weakness broken. And since everyone in that team has a weakness type to this guy, helps a lot. But this is what I used. I would consider this a free-to-play version of the team. You can get through with it, but it will take you some time. I will admit this. A lot of things just go your way. So we have Ratio here, who I have an 83% crit rate and 136% crit damage. I didn't go for Break Effect because I think the Harmonic Trailblazer would give enough, so I wanted to go for more damage. I'm running S5 cruising the step of C, which I feel like at this point most people should have, unless you're new. His traces are mostly maxed out except for like his main traces. I didn't bother leveling up those basic attack, I didn't see a need, and I haven't finished these up. I have to get to level 8. Relics, I'm running 4-piece Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters because I'm going to be running both Gallagher and MISHA, who can apply debuffs. So there's that. And I'm running 2-piece Missile Solid to buff his follow-up attack damage, and he's at E0. MISHA is the one that will definitely help you out a little bit here, but you can try doing this with Pella. I think she can work as well, but you won't have that blast skill. We're running 54% crit rate with 156% crit damage with 109% break effect. I'm running his leg cone at S1, which was summonable, which I still find stupid. Similar situation to Ratio. I only mainly worked on his ultimate and left these at best because I don't really think these are important too much. I'm running 4-piece Hunter Glacial Frost for the extra crit damage. I'm running 2-piece Nut Salsado, and he is at E2. Reason for being E2 is because at E2 he will apply a debuff where he lowers the target's defense, which helps out with Ratio's damage. It's also just nice to have overall. If you have anything higher than E2, you will be able to do this much easier because ultimate will hit harder, and you'll be able to get more skill points, which helps a lot. Alright, Trailblazer, which we all should have at this point. Even if you just start the game gives you it for free once you get past Cirillo. I have mine at 242% break effect. Not 145 speed though, I'm still working on that, but for this, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm running S1 Memories of the Past. I maxed out or at least pseudo maxed out the ultimate and talent. I don't see a need to max out the other two because these just provide damage, so. Running 4-piece Watchmaker for the extra break effect for all allies, and 2-piece Talia for just more break effect. And I have her E6 here after doing the story, or by doing the story I mean I logged on and got it for free. And Gallagher, who will be the one keeping your team alive, with 164% break effect and 139 speed. I'm running What Is Real. I should S5 this, but I want to hold on to my fragments just in case. These are his things. I didn't give him the HP, though I playing it, I really should. Actually, the only thing that really necessarily needs buff, you should enhance talent. That talent will make sure that they will receive more break damage, and you heal more. I'm running 2-piece Watchmaker, 2-piece Passerby, just for a bit more healing, and 2-piece Fleet of the H's for some HP and attack for all allies. And I have him at E1 here, but in the winning run, I had him at E0. So keep that in mind. E1 only helps with effect resistance and a bit more energy when he enters the battle, but I do not see that as a necessary thing for the fight going in. So, yep. We'll kick into the actual fights now. Note that for this team, the audio just wasn't recording, which is just great. So yeah, I'll be giving my commentary over the things that's happening. So we'll do that, and yeah, I hope you all enjoy just the teams going in. Alright, so here is going to be the first node of the Apocalyptic Shadow 2.4, or just Cocolia. So this fight is, I would say, let's just start while it's playing. I'm going to be giving my live commentary. I think this fight is arguably easier than Argentine, but that's just because my team is more built around being able to break this much faster. So I'll go over my process of what I do. So here I'm ulting with Tingyun to get Seela's ult quickly, and also just to get the energy because she got marked. So I want to get as much energy as possible. I'm not using the ultimate dawn until I use Sparkle's skill to give myself more crit damage here. And then here I'm going to be ulting the Spirit on the right to not only reapply the Quantum Weakness onto Cocolia, but also because I know I'm going to one-shot it, so I get the extra turn. Here I'm using both double skill against Cocolia to lower her thing. And then this is where I pop the Sparkle's ultimate so I get the maximum amount of skill points possible. Here I just basic attack because I have nothing better to do. I won't want to skill just yet. I want to hold on to it. So here I ult against to get more energy and to just lower the toughness bar as much as possible. The whole goal of this is just to lower the toughness bar as much as humanly possible. Now here she tried to go for double freeze and she got one off, which is kind of annoying. This phase can be annoying if you can't get around the crowd control. Bushan is a really good character for this because she has a way of lowering, of resisting one crowd control for one character. Now here, as you saw, I tried to skill the spear on the left so I could kill, but I couldn't, unfortunately. However, I will be getting Seala's ult here. I skill first just to reapply this. Again, waiting to get Sparkle so I can apply the crit damage. I go for the ult, and I believe I go for Gepard, yeah, to lower his shield, to try to see if I can break it. Not one-shot it, but I get really close. So this is where I use Tingyun to get the damage increase as well as the energy. I skill Gepard just to lower his toughness and to deal with it. Oh, I ult first. Interesting. I would have held on to it for another turn, but that's fine. So here I skilled, broke the thing. So I just reapplied the skill here. I applied the attack buff from Tingyun to keep it going. And then this is the big attack. This attack isn't that big a deal because she doesn't really do anything off it outside just do big damage. So if you can't tank well, that can be an issue, but arguably, really speaking, it's not that big a deal to worry about. So here I ult Cocolia to get the toughness bar down more. And I also know that Sparkle will be able to get Seela back up because of the buff I have. So I base tech the spear here. I should. I'm a dumbass. Good. Yeah, this also destroys weakness. So keep that in mind. If you destroy spear, it will reduce her toughness and give her their weakness back. So you saw as it broke, I get all my energy back, my skill points, and she now takes increased damage from while she's weakness broken. So this is me just going all in on this. Now, this is where it can get really annoying. If you can't kill fast enough, it can really dampen your thing. There I should have ulted. I don't know why I waited. I should have ulted immediately and then basic attack. I don't know why I basic attack and then ulted first. And I wait for Gepard. I don't know why I did that. So that was a misplay on my end. That's fine. Here I didn't kill, but I ult here, so I don't lower my action value more. I want to go straight into the second phase as fast as possible. Like, the whole goal is just to beat this boss as fast as possible, so I don't want to waste any time just using random moves. So here she's gonna put down 4 spears, 1 each for her weakness, and each spear targets a certain character and marks a certain character. You want to get rid of as many as possible before Cocolia acts again, because if you don't, it becomes really problematic because she'll hit every marked character you have, and you don't want to do that because her attacks can imprison you, which lowers your speed, which you don't want to deal with. Guys don't do anything, just do AoE damage to all allies, but since I have Fushan, that's not a big deal. Here I'm trying to go in for the kill. I ult one of the ones that have full health. I think I chose the lightning one. No, I chose fire, okay. So I ulted here to get this off, and then I skill here one of the other ones because I know I'll guarantee kill the one on the left with Quantum because of the Quantum set. So I'll know 20% defense. So here I basically have to get rid of this, and then I skill that one. I have to get rid of as many marks as possible. That's the goal here. So as you see, she threw 2 because 2 people were marked. So here I was debating if I wanted to ult the spear for an extra turn or just do much toughness. I decided to go for toughness to just lower the bar as much as possible because she's weak to Quantum right now. So here she's going to be throwing this big meteor thing that she does normally every single turn that she gets. So that itself isn't a big deal, but it's what she does afterwards that can be a big deal because that's when the imprisonment happens, which you don't want to deal with. Here I was unlucky enough not to break it, so I was hoping this ultimate would, and thankfully it did. I crit on it, which is good. I attack buffed here to get that going. It's because I lost 10 unit attack buff, so I didn't kill. The big meteor itself isn't the biggest deal in the world. It can do damage if you're not careful, but I think it's the biggest deal. But it's right after that it can be annoying, because that attack there can imprison, and if you leave the spears alone, you will be screwed. Like, you will absolutely get murked here. So here's me just checking if my matrix is going down this turn. It's not, so I just set the base attack. In hindsight, I really should have used skill there, because she's gonna do the thing again, and I don't want to be dealing with this, because if she prisons the wrong character, it's gonna be bad. So here I ult before she has a chance to imprison, because just in case she prisons the character I don't want, it can be very troublesome. So this is me just popping ults, pop Ting ult as well for just action commands. Thankfully, she went for Fu Xuan, who has 70% effect resistance, so the chance of her actually getting prisoned were pretty low. Here I skill because I know it's going away this turn, and I ult as well to get more toughness down. All your characters, you should have all your characters be able to lower toughness as much as possible. Here I'm ulting to get my leg cone back reapplied, as well as some speed, so seal as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, I couldn't break here because I don't have the weak spirit efficiency for it, so she's going to do this one big attack first. But at this point now, once she gets broken, it's just a matter of just rushing the kill. So she's going to go for Sela. She gets resisted because of Fu Xuan's matrix. Here's me attack buffing, and then I do one basic attack to break her, and we get all skill points back, and the same thing happens in phase 1. So here's me trying to go for the kill. Overall, like I said, this fight is not too bad, but this fight can give you trouble if you're not careful. So yeah, with that being said, I'll let the rest of this play out, and I will move on to the second node. So yeah. You ever just record as a video and forget to unmute your mic? Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, ignoring that, we're going to be going to node 2 here. I'm a bit sick of recording this a second time, but it is what it is. That's just my fault. So we'll be going through this. Note that there is no audio for this because OBS is just a great recording software. So yeah, we'll be going in. I'll be giving my commentary just like node 1. So right off the bat, I should note this now. If you don't have the speed necessary, note Ratio's technique can lower speed, but you have to have a base chance, and RCT can resist it, so be careful about this. For me, I have to, because it allows Gallagher to barely go before this last shield here, and that's very important. Also, he has a random chance of just applying the Soul Free to a random, any of these random ass statues. I don't think it's too big a deal which one he picks, but preferably one with fire is nice just to break. But so here I go. The goal here is to get rid of the statues. Main process being for the fact that while there are 5 enemies on field, so hit Argentine and 4 of the statues, you can't lower Argentine's toughness. So the goal is just to at least have 1 broken and then work your way through there. So as you can see, I can ratio on him so I can lower toughness as much as possible, since all I gotta do is just hit him. And the statues will be annoying, but with Gallagher, you should be okay to live. Gallagher, RNC himself in this phase is honestly not too bad, because he only does 1 single attack hit, assuming you were able to destroy statues. So it's easy. He'll give a buff to one of the statues, and then just go on about his merry way. He'll hit 1 person and then go from there. So again, here I am just trying to break and destroy the statue so I can be able to slowly break down Argentine. I wasn't able to kill with that, unfortunately, but with this, we kill. So there's that. Just for extra damage. Unfortunately, he just comes to meet back up, and this is one of my misplays. I should have thrown this immediately and not waited. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I have no idea. But yeah, I should have realistically not sat there like a dumbass and just threw it immediately. But it is what it is, I guess. I would probably got a bit more points from it, but it's okay for me. I also forgot to mention that in the last one, I got about 3390 something. It wasn't my winning run, but as long as you beat it, you can retry with the same team and try to go for a higher score. So yeah. I also wouldn't say this is a guide per se. This is what I did. If you can get higher speed, this will be much easier for you. So keep that in mind. So here I am just again really close to breaking Gallagher. Note that when it's same as Cocolia, when you break him, you'll get all your skill points and energy back. So keep that in mind. Here I am going to pop the Trailblazer ult immediately because I want to refresh Watchmaker, unless just in case it wasn't active. And then here I am going in with damage. Just doing as much damage as possible. I'm going to use Gallagher's ult so I can action advance it forward. Because the action value goes down based on the amount of speed, and since he's going immediately first, his speed will be set to... He will be like right there at 0, so it won't take any of the action values. You can see right here. It doesn't go down at all. Also, to mention, MISHA is extremely good when it's just Argentine he's broken. Because his ultimate is bounce, and bounce is really strong with Super Break. So keep that in mind. As you can see, Trailblazer just did so much damage because the amount of toughness that it takes down against one enemy is insane. So here in this phase, when you set the phase start phase 2, he'll bring up these rose shields. And these rose shields, if they take their turn, you'll see here, they give a damage boost to Argentine, and it'll buff his really strong hit that he does on his next go around. You want to make sure he doesn't get more than 2. In my experience, if he gets 3 or more, he will one-shot your team. At least this team, because no one team that can reasonably tank well. You can see he almost killed MISHA with that, so keep that in mind. And when this breaks down, I think he just gets a damage bonus, I don't remember. So here he summons these shield ones, and these shield statues are really annoying, if you ask me. So these will get a shield and taunt one enemy specifically, but they'll get the weakness attributed to that enemy, or that ally. So for example, that shield that Ratio is taunted by, it'll have imaginary weakness, so you can break them. So keep that in mind. This is totally just to make you can't hit Argentine, but notice that with these shields, unlike the sword ones, you can actually still lower his toughness even if all 5 shields are still up. So the goal here is just to break one of them with either MISHA or Ratio to try to get to Argentine. At least in my experience. You can get around this if you can do more damage, but keep in mind that it might not be doable all the times. Also, Argentine, look how much damage he does. He would have killed MISHA had it not been for the shield I got. So plan out accordingly what's gonna happen, or else you will get absolutely murked. So here, I didn't really plan this out too much. I should have, but here I was thankful I used a skill with MISHA because Argentine's about to take his turn before MISHA's because I'm running attack percent boots on him, and because he's super close to ultimate, that means the next hit he takes will give him the ultimate, and I need him to get the ultimate here, which he will get because he has really high taunt, and his is blast, so it works out. That ultimate allows me to heal from Gallagher's debuff of Basodia on all enemies, and it lets him stay alive just long enough. It's really good. Or just Gallagher after Gallagher ults, this right here. This ultimate is really good. So here, all these guys die. There's my shield. The damage increase honestly is not the craziest thing as of right now because you can't do damage yet, so it's kind of irrelevant now. But it becomes a bit important later on if you can break him faster. Here, unfortunately, I didn't have enough skill points to be able to take down Argentine. I think with MISHA E6, I could have because I would have saved skill point, but it is what it is. He'll summon the swords now with all of them with their enhanced versions, so they'll get this very special explosion at the end of their turn. With the big shield I got from killing 3 of the shields, it's not the biggest deal in the world, as you can see, but it can still be annoying if you're not careful. Here again, the goal is just to break down one so you can take down his weakness. Once one goes down, you will be able to break him. So here I use Harmony Trailblazer ult because A, I will need the extra break effect for super break, and 2, I will get it back if it breaks, so I'm banking all on this. As you can see here, it doesn't kill. I use MISHA's ultimate to do the last bit of break effect to break down to kill this statue. We just break him, and there we go. I just broken him, and at this point now, it's just a race to see how fast I can take down Argentine. So yeah, this Apocalyptic Shadow version honestly kind of sucks if you don't have the new characters. It's not really great. I will come back and try this later with Jade because this fight does work around with follow-up attack, but I don't exactly know how she's going to work without Adventuring Crew. But I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and the video is lagging. That's great. Wasn't doing it when I was first recording it, but whatever. So hope you guys have enjoyed watching me ramble about Shadow 2.4. I'm gonna pause it here so you don't see that absolute pain, but as you can see, I will kill eventually. It's just a matter of time. I will be posting more videos later. I'm just waiting for my friend to finish Firefly. They love recording at CPP. Kids don't record at CPP level 16 or lower. You will get really laggy stuff. It's great. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.